Hello everybody and welcome to what could possibly be the final episode of our Dishonored playthrough here on Off the Shelf Reviews. I'm Cool Corvo.
And I'm Gary. And yeah, so technically the last part, possibly the last part.
Yep, we're making our way to take out Havelock. We're on King's
Who's Havelock? Ian, what are we doing? Where are we?
Havelock was the guy who was leading the Loyalists and was using us to take out all of the bad guys, the Pendleton brothers, the Lady Boyle and all those guys, and then he kidnapped Emily and screwed us over, and so we're making our way to take him out.
Okay, and we're already surrounded by guards. If I remember rightly, we were still trying to get to
the Harborside entrance.
That's right.
We're making our way through here. The marker should move. Oh, no.
What? What happened there?
Spotted? No, not spotted. Don't know.
Nope, seems okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make my Hup.
Well, Ian, a lot happened in this last week in the movie industry.
Yep.
Yeah, big film came out.
Oh crap!
And big film flopped.
Yes.
You know exactly what film I'm talking about, don't you? Terminator 5. Terminator Genesis. I went to the cinema to see it.
Yep.
I had very low expectations. I didn't see the trailers. I just knew who was in it, and I knew that they were playing with the timeline, shall we say.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say it now, I enjoyed it.
Really?
Yes, I enjoyed Terminator Genesis an awful lot more than I enjoyed Terminator 3 and Terminator Salvation.
That's saying a lot.
It's almost as it's I mean, it's never going to be as good as Terminator 1 or 2. It's just not going to happen. But it does live up to at least Judgment Day in terms of what's going on in the film.
Okay.
Now, I will say we're definitely going to review all the Terminator films at some point.
Yeah.
And so I've only seen the film once, and I usually like to see it a second time before I can really get into it.
Yeah.
But what I will say is that the film really did upset me in some of the decisions that they made. But it was kind of refreshing for them to do things that I wasn't expecting them to do. Now, I already know that for most people it was already spoiled in the trailers for the film, kind of revealed like the big plot twist that would happen in the film.
Yeah.
I'm not going to repeat them now just in case people also haven't seen that trailer. But when it happens in the film, I'm just kind of like, no. And then there's other parts in the film where they brush off these plot holes with a simple, oh, those files were deleted, or
carry on.
that timeline no longer exists.
Yeah.
Or and they don't really mention it. It's just like a quick conversation. It's like, here's a few bits of dialogue. Now you know what's happened. Back to the action.
Right.
But I couldn't get invested then in some of the action scenes because my brain was still trying to put this time travel logic together.
Yeah.
Because at points in the film, it's like, right, Terminator 2, 3, and the other, and 4, all of those futures will no longer happen because of the events being changed in Genesis. It's literally saying the beginning of Terminator 1 does still happen, but then Genesis is now its own offshoot. So I could also just look at this as an alternate timeline anyway, and just remember the other Terminator sort of chronological order is still intact in that timeline.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know how to look at this. I mean, they've left this film open for sequels, but it's bombed heavily in America. I don't think Terminator as a franchise has got any legs left to stand on.
The issue I had with it, I mean, obviously I wikied it, I didn't watch it, but yeah, there's just the whole time aspect of it. The only film that I know has actually survived time travel and making no sense and then making loads of sense was Back to the Future.
Absolutely, yeah. They had a solid plan as to how time travel worked in their universe, and they didn't really break the rules.
No. They messed with it and then they fixed it, so it all went back to normal.
Yeah.
The issue I have with the Terminator series is that they come up with these great ideas, and yeah, okay, Terminator 3 and Terminator Salvation aren't brilliant films, but they stuck to the loyal timeline that we knew.
Well, I mean, the thing is, in Terminator 1, 2, and 3, each one of those films starts with people appearing out of time.
Yeah.
Whereas in Terminator Genesis, we see people going backwards and forwards in time throughout the film. There's more than one instance of time travel taking place in the film, which is what's different.
Right.
Which is what causes all of those paradoxes to come and go and change and be altered, and which, like I said, is also refreshing because you don't know what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
But as a piece of entertainment, I couldn't fault it. The action scenes were brilliant. The special effects were fantastic. The Terminator on Terminator action, brilliant. The glimpses of the future war, the laser beams, the hunter killers, John Connor leading Resistance, brilliant. Not enough of it.
Right.
But, you know, I recommend it. If you're a Terminator fan, you should see it. You shouldn't... I know there's, you know, everyone hates all these remakes and everything else that's going on, but Mad Max has proven that it's still got an audience. Jurassic World, dinosaurs are still cool. Robots maybe taking a back seat here. I think you owe it to yourselves if you're a Terminator fan to see this, and then you can make up your own mind, or you could just wait until it comes out on DVD.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh God.
But that didn't satiate my my need for Arnold Schwarzenegger films, Ian.
Right.
I don't know if you'd noticed, but he's recently released an independent film.
Yeah, a zombie-based...
Zombie apocalypse Arnold Schwarzenegger film. That straight away got my attention. Love zombie films. Love Arnie.
Yep.
And this film is called Maggie. And I'll be honest, I really wanted to turn it off after about 20 minutes.
Ooh.
I was like, this film is so slow and so dull, and it's all talk and no show. And it's post-zombie apocalypse. They don't even call them zombies, they call them the turned.
Right, okay.
And so basically they've taken control. The cities are rebuilding, population's pretty low, but there's still people that have been infected, that have been bitten.
Yeah.
But it takes months or weeks or months for them to actually turn. So they go through the decomposing states until they literally become flesh eaters.
Okay.
And I'm just like, okay, so what is this? What's going on? And then I realized that it's more of a character piece. It was a drama piece, and it was something that I've always wanted to see or do in a zombie film.
Yeah.
Was literally watch someone go through all the stages all the way through to the end. Whereas this film gave it heart and soul, and which is odd when you consider Arnie in an emotional role.
Yeah.
He has no action scenes in this film, really, none at all. He kills like 2 zombies in the film, that's it. And he's not even very good at killing zombies. So it's
Arnie not good at killing zombies?
Exactly, it's odd. He literally plays an old man in this film who's lost his wife to the apocalypse, and now his daughter has been bitten and is going through the stages of dying, and there's nothing he can do about it. He's powerless.
Yeah.
And so that was why it was so weird to watch him in Terminator Genesis and then watch him in this film, watching him play a real person, so to speak, losing his entire family day by day and the tough choices he has to make. So after wanting to turn it off and then getting into the film, totally immersed in it, felt all the emotions right to the very end, and really enjoyed it, and also highly recommend it.
See, I got kind of tempted by it, but I was just like, how is this going to work? Arnie killing zombies.
Yeah. It's a slow burn film, it really is.
Right.
But I absolutely love the cinematography and the music yet again.
Well, I've just got to stop you there, because honestly, before playing this today, before coming over to play this, I watched the Army of Darkness, Ash versus the Evil Dead trailer.
Groovy.
Oh man, it was. I
haven't seen the trailer yet. I'm saving myself. I don't want to see any more content until I watched the first episode directed by Sam Raimi.
I didn't think there was going to be anything that excited me this year.
It's been 24 years nearly.
Fallout 4, Terminator Genesis, Then I watched that and I was like, oh my god. Oh my god. It was
Ash
just...
is back.
Ash is back.
We've been... like I said, it's been more than 20 years since Army of Darkness. And the closest we've had 3 video games with Ash Williams, Bruce Campbell doing the voice.
Yep.
We've had the Evil Dead remake, which no one really wanted, but we accepted it because it was something. It was like us fans being thrown a bone, so to speak.
Yeah.
But now, I am happier that it's a TV show than it is just a standalone movie.
Yeah.
Because the TV shows have got legs. They've got hours and hours to explore characters and develop them. I mean, Ash has had, how many lines of dialogue in the last 3 films? Not many.
Yeah.
So we usually get to see the character of Ash through his actions, not really his words. But in a TV show, they're doing 1 season at the moment. That's 10 hours. They've got a 5-season arc story planned.
Yeah.
That's 50 hours of The Evil Dead. I mean, that 1 season alone is more than double the feature length of all 3 films combined.
I just want to watch Bruce Campbell again.
Yep, he's got his shotgun, he's got his chainsaw, and
He's
he's
got
got
his-
his one-liners.
he's got his one-liners.
He's still working for S-Mart.
I mean, I just love Bruce Campbell. If Bruce Campbell and John Carpenter could work together, oh my god, that
Well,
would
didn't
be...
they on Escape from LA?
Yeah, I suppose. And he was awesome in that as well.
He was
awesome in that. I'm just gonna push this guy over here and take him out too. I've killed a lot of people along this way. I didn't want to, but we are making our way to Havelock. I need the lighthouse elevator key.
And you are terminating everybody.
Who has the key? Who has the key?
Well, I did also manage to watch one other film this week that may not review it in the future.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many science fiction films out there that it's so very easy for, they're mostly mediocre, but you get exceptional ones like Moon every now and again that blows everything else out of the water temporarily. It was called the Europa Report.
Okay.
And it was basically like a NASA porn.
NASA porn.
Because the whole film was done like a documentary-ish style.
Yeah.
Where you have like the space station or the space shuttle that's launched like 7 or 8 astronauts to one of the moons of Jupiter to scan for alien life.
Okay.
It's got Charte Copley from District 9, who's going to be in Alien 5, no doubt. Chappie.
Chappie, yeah.
Yeah. I'm always worried I'm going to say his name wrong.
Yeah, I would just call him Murdoch.
I just love that actor in anything he's in. I don't know what it is. It's his voice, it's charm. I don't know. It's his mannerisms for his characters. I like him. But basically, it was about this mission to Jupiter, and it had the music by Bear McCreary, which just made the whole thing just feel absolutely epic. But it was one of those films where it's like, it's not Alien.
Yeah.
It's like it's these guys going through these things, and you know what? They go through all the typical sort of accidents that can happen in space.
Yeah.
And certain characters die in some pretty gruesome situations.
So would you say that the science behind it was as good as Gravity?
Well, in a way, yeah. It's kind of like real. Well, I mean, it's set in the future as well, just a few years in the future. So these space shuttles have all got LED screens, and it's looking a bit more like Star Trek.
Yeah.
But still in just one capsule. Still claustrophobic. You don't have like giant gangways. We're not spaceships.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's like the middle ground between now and then. But I was totally immersed in the world that they set up, and totally enjoyed the ride of trying to discover life on our own solar system. It was only 90 minutes long, so it went by at a pretty brisk pace. Totally engaged with the story and the characters and what was happening.
Sorry, I'm just assassinating all these people.
I've noticed.
After that little mess up at the beginning, I was just like, I'm not taking any more crap.
Any more shit.
There's a guy there. Sleep.
I don't think that's going to put him to sleep, Ian. Well, it might do. It might put him to
Everlasting
sleep forever.
sleep. Everlasting sleep, yeah. We are at the lighthouse. We're just making our way up to
Making
Havelock.
good progress.
There's just lots and lots of guards. We want to get in there or all the way to the top. I can't remember. Can't remember, but Havelock is definitely here. We are making our way up. He's guarded himself.
Locked himself in, no doubt. Surrounded himself with the worst guards possible.
Yep. Oh, whoa. I totally forgot that this place looks so nice for a lighthouse.
Yeah, everything looks pretty brown.
Oh, that's because my
Ah, there
vision.
we go.
Oh, I believe because of the chaos
Being fairly low.
being
until
fairly low,
now.
that obviously the ending is slightly different. If you come in high chaos, then you have to fight all the different people.
Okay.
You have to take on the Pendleton brothers, and you have to take on the head of the guard watch now, who's in charge.
Right.
But when it's low, you come across Havelock. I want to get up high so I can get a good view of this.
Nice.
Jump
We're
up.
going for a super assassination here.
Well, Havelock has turned on all of his friends.
Really?
There he is. And he's
Son of a bitch, Havelock.
poisoned everybody.
Corvo hadn't been so damn good at his job.
Hmm.
He hadn't gotten greedy.
And he's talking about me at the moment, saying about how I'm so good at my job and, you know, taking everybody out, that he doesn't want to give up the power.
Right. So. Okay.
Too sure of what I
Crazy bad guy.
Yeah, crazy bad guy. But like I said, I mean, you know, if this was high chaos, I would have to deal with him.
All of them instead. Yeah.
And I would have to fight him as well. But Havelock's done the job for me. So now it's just like,
Well, he knows you're stalking him, and he's just wondering.
well, he he
When?
doesn't know.
Doesn't
He
realize
thinks-
you're right there now.
He doesn't realize I'm right there now.
Could you
so-
send the devouring swarm to kill him?
I'm thinking about sending
Yeah,
the rat
that-
down.
that would be pretty
Sending
badass.
The rats down just to deal with him.
Time for your gruesome, horrible death. That's what happens when you keep corpses around.
Come on, rats! He's right there.
Yeah, but there's all those other corpses. They're just like.
Yeah, they're just like, oh, we don't know if we should eat those ones or not. There we go. There we
Yeah.
go. Yeah, you like that, Havelock? Got some rats up in your ass. Oh, look at that. Yeah.
Damn,
I mean, I could
such a
jump down
grisly
there.
way
And,
to go.
oh, and he's
He's done.
dead. Yeah.
Ah, they're eating the clothes and everything.
To think,
Oh, there's his head.
a long time ago, we watched those rats eat that first guy. Did you ever think we'd come to the end guy and
Nope.
use the rats to take him out?
Hopefully, you didn't have the key you needed. You'd have to go and gut every single rat to find the key.
Yeah, open them all up. Emily's room
Oh,
key.
there it is.
There. Emily,
We're coming.
Emily. Well, she's over there. Let's just have a look. I mean, I just like the way that this changed. This is how power. This is what power gets you.
Power corrupts.
Power corrupts, gets you killed. Talk about the lighthouse. There's lots of different things to read up in here.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's a rabbit. I think it's rabbit.
Yeah.
Ooh, jelly. Mm.
Or maybe it's from Grandma's stew.
yeah. The special stew we made for everybody. That was yummy. Ooh, gold.
It's pretty irrelevant right now. I'm going to
Yeah,
assume.
might as well finish the game as we started, stealing everything. But now we just got to get to Emily, and we're coming to the end. And I
Cool.
just have to say that playing this game again, finding out about Dishonored 2,
Yeah, whilst doing this playthrough, it was good
highly recommend. I hear that there's actually supposed to be a HD version of this coming out.
timing. Okay.
And, you know, if they do re-release this again for the Xbox One or PS4 or whatever you're playing on, I totally recommend it, because I'm just going to show you this bit up here. On the Chaos playthrough, once you fight everybody, there's storms going, the lightning's flashing,
Yeah.
and you come across Havelock, and he's out here.
Oh, damn. So we could have had a fight with him and pushed him off the side.
No, he's out here and he's about to throw Emily off.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so it's
Damn.
really dark, so you have to be like on the ball to take
Take
him
him.
out before he throws Emily
Yeah.
off to her death. But as it is, we're on low chaos and she is locked in a cupboard.
You know, I'm kind of regretting our pacifist behavior in the early part of the game now. I want
Well-
to see the thunderstorms, and now I want to see the
Don't you-
dramatics.
Don't
and-
you see the beauty of the replayability of this game?
I do,
Because, you
I
know,
do.
once you've gone through and you've done it. I mean, I spent half the game being really, really quiet and stealthy as best as I could.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I've just killed absolutely everybody else to get up here. And now we're going to go down to Emily. Emily! Emily! Emily, where are you? I'm going to pretend I don't see the arrow. Emily! She's definitely not in the bath. Emily, you in there? No? Okay.
No.
Cora,
Oh,
oh,
wait.
Emily, oh, Oh,
Unbreakable door. Oh my god.
there she is. There's the girl.
Is it going to be okay now? Will I be Empress?
Yes, we can sleep. We can dream.
All the way.
All the way home, Emily.
The light at the end.
Yeah, 14 killed.
Wow. You left 4 dead or unconscious bodies found.
Yep. Yep. No ghost methods, but...
So was that it? Was that... There's
Well,
no end boss? Or?
No, that Havelock was
the end boss?
Yeah,
Wow.
Havelock was the end boss. I mean, we could. I think you could drop down there and there's a bit
fall
of a
in with the
conversation,
swords
and
or-
then there's a
yeah.
bit of a sword fight, and you could go at it. But we dropped rats on his ass.
Yep, that's a way to finish
know.
it, yeah.
And now Emily called when the
So is this the
first
freaky guy
mother's
still
throne.
Yep,
talking
he's
now?
he's talking
The
about
mastermind?
He's talking about what's
You will
happened.
stand at her side,
You
Corvo.
know, Emily has
Guiding
been
her
made
now,
empress. Everybody is happy.
Yeah.
Order is
Seek
being
to
given
destroy
back.
her.
Corvo is by her side.
He's not
and
wearing a mask.
Nobody wants to mess with him because they know what Corvo has done.
Yep.
I think in the High Chaos
You
ending,
watched and listened when
you
other
know,
men would have
the
shouted in
city
vain.
burns
You held
Yeah,
back
because the
Wow.
plague's
instead of
taken over and you
striking.
killed everybody. They
So it
found,
is with the passing
I
of
believe
the
they found
plague
the
and
cure.
Emily's
Sokolov and
ascension,
Pietro worked together
comes
to
a
make the
golden
cure,
age,
Yep.
to cure
brought
everybody.
about by your hand.
And
Brad Dourif made it through then.
yeah, well, I mean, we saved them at the Hound's Pits
That's
pub.
true, yeah.
We could have just left them and signaled
Yeah.
Samuel, but
Yeah.
we needed to bring him back. The uncle that we rescued
Yep,
at the beginning.
That's right.
Guys drinking at the Hound Pits, all happy. Corvo there having a pint.
And decades
Yep.
hence, when your
When your hair turns white and you pass from this world.
So what
Empress
happened
Emily
here?
This
Are
is
we-
this
are we
is
dead?
this is in the future. Yeah, Emily is all grown up when we've been buried down in her mother's tomb. So now
Damn.
the question is,
Who's the assassin in
who
Dishonored
was the
2?
father of Emily? Obviously, the ending, the ending leading into Dishonored 2, you know, it could
Yeah.
be totally
It
open.
depends,
on
what,
which
what ending
ending.
they decide. Obviously, the plague's still running.
I think they'll-
corruption's still in town, but
I-
Emily's much older.
Well, I think they're gonna go with a completely neutral ending. You
Yeah,
know,
that
you've
makes sense.
You've rescued Emily. Corvo did kill a lot of people. You know, she was
Yeah.
put on the emperor, put on the throne, but
Yeah,
these other things came into place.
indeed. Yeah.
So yeah, that was Dishonored. I love this game.
Yeah, it's all right.
I would totally recommend you play through it. I know you
Right.
want to go through now and kill everybody and just
Yeah.
be evil.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm not a huge stealth gamer.
But you
I-
don't have to be stealth. I mean, that last lighthouse bit, I
Yeah,
used my,
yeah,
I used
you
my
could
possession,
gun
I used
gun
my
blast
rats.
your way all the way through.
Once
yeah.
you get the, once
Okay,
you get
I
the
also
abilities,
tell you what I don't like doing is rooftop jumping around and jumping from ledges to ledges. Just it's a
and you play Titanfall.
yeah. I play Titanfall. Do you know, it's an adrenaline rush of just shooting people constantly. I don't know. I appreciated the story that we saw in this and the universe that this game is created.
Yeah,
And it's just not quite enough for me to want to play it. But I have totally enjoyed watching this playthrough of the game though, because this is the most I've ever seen of the game, and
Yeah.
I never would have done if you had not said, "Hey, we're doing Dishonored next."
yeah, we're doing Dishonored next, and you can be my conscience and. Ian, throw rats at the people. Oh, okay.
Oh, wow,
then.
so we
Lena
had-
Headley was
yeah.
Callista, Carrie Fisher, John Slattery, Brad Dourif, Michael Madsen, killed them all, apart from
Chloe
Emily.
Grace Moretz, April Stewart. Yeah, I don't know some of these people now.
No, the rest. I think the big names are all at the top.
Yeah.
But yeah, I killed a lot of people. I let a lot of people live.
Yeah, I think you let more people live than you killed.
I mean-
which is good. Which is good.
I like to think of going back and watching the videos where I accidentally shot that guy in the face when I was supposed to brand him. You know, throwing Granny Rags and Slackjaw in the bathtub.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Good times.
Each
Good times.
playthrough is just so unique in all the different powers. We barely did half the powers that you can unlock.
Exactly.
You know?
You've got there's all the different runes and all the different abilities that you can come across.
Yeah. But now,
You've done a good job, Ian. Don't know what we're going to be coming back with for the next sequential playthrough next Saturday.
I think I might leave it for a surprise.
A surprise.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, there you go, folks. Stay tuned. I'm sorry for a shorter video this week, but we'll be back next Saturday with a whole fresh new playthrough of another video game. In the meantime, we've got film reviews going up on Thursdays, the video game content going up on Fridays. You can check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and on Patreon. Take it easy, everyone. See you next time.
Thanks for watching.